Tonight is as big as it gets for us. Look around at the other teams, they're falling apart. Judgment Day, Team Angle, anybody else. They're all barely holding on. This is our time to establish the Blackpool Combat Club as the top faction in all of TWFC. Me and Brian have no idea who all the tag teams are going to be, but it doesn't matter. We train for battles like this. And Wheeler, the youngest member of our camp, has a shot at bringing a world championship to the BCC. This is what we worked so hard for. Gentlemen, tonight is our moment. Bring them on in.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, earlier tonight, Balor was backstage when AJ Styles would walk up and say the Judgment Day is still very mad at all the pressure Balor put on them only to break his own promise, but AJ will be his partner tonight. And that brings us to our first contest, the Tag Team Showcase match. 6 teams will enter, and a pinfall or submission can only happen after all 6 teams have entered the match. It was the Young Bucks who would enter the ring, drawing number 1 in this Tag Team Showcase match. And number 2, making their TWFC in-ring debut, DIY. As soon as the bell would ring, both teams would scramble for position. It was DIY getting the leg up at first. Great teamwork from Ciampa and Gargano. But the more experienced tag team, the Young Bucks, would start to take advantage. The Bucks with a beautiful gut-buster neck-breaker combo right there on Gargano. Later on, the rope-assisted swanton, a signature move of the Bucks, would take out Tommaso Ciampa. The Lucha Bros would enter at number 3. Gargano going for the slingshot DDT, but it's reversed into a suplex. And look at this, right on the apron, taking both men out. This action was everywhere. A flip power driver from Penta. Gargano took a beating in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Watch Phoenix springboard, super kick, as Penta would nail the DDT on Ciampa outside of the ring. Later on, a powerbomb kick combo in the corner by the Bucks. More signature Bucks. There's Balor and Styles representing the Judgment Day, maybe? Big moonsault to the outside. Penta actually missed that and hurt himself on that a little bit. Big brainbuster from Finn Balor. The action would keep rolling. Nice slingshot by Johnny Gargano. Them ropes really took Styles out right there. And a drop kick from Finn Balor out of nowhere. 4 teams currently in the match going back and forth. That's when the tag team champions made their way. But wait a minute, FTR are back, getting some revenge. Big DDT from Ciampa. A Hurricane Rana to the outside, taking everybody out. FTR looking to get their revenge on the Blackpool Combat Club. They went straight for them. Big power bomb on the steel steps. Alabama slam. I'm telling you, this was everywhere. Super kick from Rey Fenix, but here's the difference maker. Dax would duck and Danielson would hit Moxley. A low blow would take out Danielson. A spike power driver. Could FTR capitalize? Dax making sure nobody can break up the pin. And Cash Wheeler gets the 1, 2, 3. FTR get revenge on the Blackpool Combat Club and take back their tag team gold. After that speech from Moxley, the miscommunication, Moxley doesn't understand. Danielson telling him, I tried to hit Dax. Nevertheless, FTR are the tag team champions once again, but backstage after the match, Moxley was throwing an absolute fit. He would shove Danielson and these two would get into it. Other members of the Blackpool Combat Club trying to break them up, trying to talk some sense into them. This was supposed to be the Blackpool Combat Club's night, as Yuta said, look, I still have a world title match later. Moxley would headbutt Cesaro out of nowhere, shocking the other two. Followed up with the Death Rider to Cesaro. And Moxley would make a statement saying, weak links have to get cut. Cesaro's always hurt. This was supposed to be our night. Yuta, you better bring home the world title. Peril going on with the Combat Club.
Shane McMahon, you lowlife, no good, daddy's money spending spoiled brat. You claim this is all exactly what you wanted. Your master plan was to get a rise out of the Nature Boy. Well, guess what? You've done it. And maybe you and everybody else is right. Maybe I have been itching for one last chance to walk that aisle, style and profile. But either way it goes, you young man are a dead man. So anytime, any place you say, well, I say 3 weeks, bash at the beach, and God is my witness, like I've always said, maybe I'll die in that ring. Because Shane, I'm challenging you to an anything goes, falls count anywhere, death match. Woo!
What a challenge from the Nature Boy. We'll have to see if Shane McMahon accepts the challenge, but we are just moments away from TWFC Takeover. Tonight, we have Wheeler Yuta challenging in the rematch Kurt Angle for the World Championship. He pushed the World Champion to the limit and earned his shot at this rematch. Can he save the night for the Combat Club? Team Angle has been having problems as well. Chad Gable asked for the match. Dean Malenko returns to action, challenging for the United States Championship here tonight at TakeOver. After winning the 6-man gauntlet, Evan Bourne has earned the right for one more crack at Kevin Owens in the TWFC Intercontinental Championship. Next up is a bit of a mystery. We do know that Seth Rollins has left his Money in the Bank briefcase in Eric Bischoff's office, saying that he intends on challenging Roman Reigns for the Hardcore Championship. Rollins was expected to miss up to 4 months after needing a surgery at the hands of Roman Reigns, but he claims he wants one more shot before then. And the main event, Paul Heyman's newest monster, Yokozuna, challenges the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes for the TWFC Championship. All of that and more coming up as TWFC presents TakeOver.